lot for joining me. This is going to be a tutorial using my new Sugar Pop palette from Too Faced. I just could not turn down these colors in here. I love the sort of random color selection that's happening here, and I thought it might prompt me to try a few new color combinations. And in this video, we're having some fun with some pops of pink on the lid, also a little bit of orange in this look, and it's also a really quick look to do. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I feel like, okay, I'm in a rush, I need to throw something together quickly, I almost always veer toward neutrals in that circumstance. I guess for some reason I think I have to put a little less thought into those kinds of looks, but this is definitely a quick, fun, colorful look, and this would be a great prom look, especially if you've got a pink dress or a coral dress, peach. This eye look really creates a fun sort of sunrise effect on the eyes. I hope you like it. So to start out, I've already primed my lids with my Milani eyeshadow primer, and then I'm going to go to my Sugar Pop palette, and I'm using this Blackberry shade first. It's a really nice matte plum, very pigmented. I'm going with this shade in the crease first because what I put on the lid I really want to kind of pop out more and not get too covered up by this shade. So once you've really got that laid down there in the crease, you can start building it up a bit on the outside to a little bit of an outer V. Those little taps that you hear, I am tapping off the excess after every time I put my brush in this shade, just so I don't pick up too much. I'm really a build it up little by little type person with my eye looks because it's just much easier to add than it is to take away when it comes to eyeshadow. And then I'll just use a bare brush to blend over the edge. This is my E40. And I'm also going to use a pencil brush with Blackberry real quick here. And I'm going to take it down below the eye as well. And I like using the pencil brush here because it gives us a little bit more diffused color. We'll go in and get a little more precise in a couple minutes. This is where the fun begins and we start playing with some of the colors. So I'm going to go into this shade here. It's a soft lilac called Strawberry Ice using my Sonia Kashuk medium shadow brush. I'm going to pat this on the inner part of my lid, and it's a very brightening shade, so it looks pretty nice taken around your inner corner as well. Then using my Sonia Kashuk small shadow brush for a little more precision, I'm going into Bubblegum, and I'm gonna just pat this on the outer part of my lid. It's a really fun place to do a little pop of color actually, because it's not super in your face being placed in this area, but it definitely will show. I'm just overlapping that lilac color a little bit. And this next part is really like the frosting on top of the cupcake, if you know what I mean. We're taking some fun orangey color here. This is the macaroon shade, and it appears to have some shimmer, like a golden sparkle, but that really does not show up on my eyes. It basically performs like a matte shadow. I think it looks best when you really lay some color on here, and it looks kind of like a sunset, it looks kind of like a creamsicle. Just applying this right on the edge of that Blackberry crease color we used. Take it all the way in and all the way around the eye. I'm really like encircling the outer part of the eye here, taking the shadow down a bit lower than I normally might. It's just fun. It's so warm. It's a really pretty shade, so just fill as much space as you have there. And then I'm going to use a little rock candy with my E40, just going right up next to the brow. And this will serve to kind of blend out the edge of your orange. Next, I'm going to do a little bit of nude in my lower inner rim. This is my Milani Shadow Eyes in Almond Cream. Just gives us that nice, bright, wide, open-eyed effect. Open-eyed effect? You could also open your eyes and that would give you an open-eyed effect. And then I'm using my Jordana Color Envy liquid liner in Black Envy, starting at the inner corner, pulling it across. And I'm trying to do as thin of a line as I can get away with because we are adding false lashes, so I kind of want to give them something to sit on, but at the same time I don't want my line to be too thick to where I cover up a lot of this shadow. So just something to keep in mind as you do this kind of a look. And something I always like to do to really finish off a winged liner look is I take a deep shade, in this case I guess it'll be Blackberry, with an angled brush and just connecting right up to the wing. Just makes everything look a little more pulled together there when you fill that gap. Next up, I'm just going to give my lashes a quick curl. I'm going to apply a little bit of this Lash Sensational mascara to my top lashes, not because I love it, but because I'm just trying to use the stuff up. CoverGirl Clump Crusher Water Resistant down on my lower lashes because it does not move. And then the lashes I'm wearing here are my Ardell Wispies, so I'm going to just apply those to my upper lash line. If you want a full false lash tutorial, check out my False Lashes 101 video. It goes really in depth on choosing, applying, removing, and cleaning off your false lashes, so that would be a good thing to check out if you're just starting. So there's your finished look, and just a couple of extra products to mention here. My blush that I'm wearing today is Hot Mama from The Balm, and you could kind of go more peachy, I think, with your cheek and lip, or more pink, just depending on what you want to do. I went a little bit peachy here. Also, for my highlight today, I'm wearing this e.l.f. Shimmering Facial Whip. I believe this shade is called Spotlight, and I kind of wanted to see how this would compare to my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Pearl, and it actually gives me kind of a similar effect, so that's sort of exciting. And then my lips, I feel like they're coming off a little more pink on camera. They look slightly more peachy in person, but I'm wearing this MAC lipstick in Sunny Soul. This is a cream sheen, and over the top of that, I've got my NYX Butter Gloss in Maple Blondie. So thank you guys for watching. This is my third time doing this particular look. The first time I did it just as a test run. I didn't shoot it. The next time I tried it with my new lighting and everything was way too washed out. So now I've adjusted my new lighting somewhat, and I'm not sure if it's perfect yet. I'll probably keep tweaking it, but I think it's a lot better than the last time I shot this. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.